The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready up, 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This will be caught inside the 10 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards, a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, 49ers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Bearcats made it a 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
You got nothing today.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80. 12. Black 57. 57's mine. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Kill. Alert. 11. Alert 3.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. That'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Charlie. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 57 to Mike. 57 Alert! Alert! Watch out. Shift, shift.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Here we go.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Stay hot. Stay hot.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Gold with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check it out, Reed.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side.
Here we go.
Coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Give me that ball, defense. 21, 21. Give me that ball, defense. And hot. 57 the mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
57 Mike. 21, 21. Check 13. Check 13. 1, Omaha. Switch.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Here we go. White. 11. Check nickel. Watch the set. White. Under 10.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
12. Here we go again.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, you. Come on, QB, come on.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.